Hello, I am Chris Pickard, Director of Body Imbalance in Hertfordshire, and today I'm going to be showing my thoughts on functional health and wellness and why it's important to you to understand this now, not just for your health and your future health, but for the health of your family and your friends as well. Before I launch into this, please subscribe to the channel and make sure that you stick to the end because I'll be giving something away for you that's going to really help you. Okay, so first of all, what is functional health and wellness? Well, to understand functional health, it's really good to actually understand the medical way we think of health as well. And then I'll talk about wellness as well. So first of all, medically, we tend to really think of health as pretty much just the absence of disease. That's how most people that come to us to the clinic, they think, well, I'm healthy as long as I haven't got a medical disease. And that's where medicine is really concerned. Okay, you actually have to have a disease in order to be treated by medicine. But a lot of people, they may have health concerns like a lack of energy, not quite right. They have some aches and the pains, but there's nothing medically that can be done. Not really. And this is why functional health really focuses on health. And so this is really important because in the medical world, you really have to have a disease to actually get treated and to get something done. And there's limitations to this. In the functional world, it's all about, well, if you're an athlete, how can you actually make an athlete run faster? So it's all about not just taking someone who's sick and not quite well, it's also taking someone who's already really fit and healthy and making them function even better. It's like taking a car that's already running well and souping it up and turning it into a super sports car. Now this cannot happen with just ordinary medicine. You have to be sick, first of all. Now, the next thing is that pretty much for medicine, say for instance, let's go with back pain. It's something we see a lot of in the clinic. Back pain, medicine treats the symptoms with painkillers, or if there's a lot of degeneration and it's really gone into a disease state, then there's also surgery, of course, so symptoms and surgery. Whereas functional world is looking at the cause or the causes. So for instance, major cause of back pain is sedentary lifestyle. And so a pill doesn't get rid of sedentary lifestyle. Surgery doesn't get rid of sedentary lifestyle. Exercise gets rid of a sedentary lifestyle. That's just one cause of back pain. And then the next thing is that really in the medical world, it's all about the doctor, the doctor's knowledge, and the doctor's armory of what they have. In the functional world, it's all about the patient and realizing that everyone that comes to a functional healthcare provider, everyone's going to be different. What causes one person's back pain or diabetes may actually, yes, even diabetes, may actually be slightly different than somebody else's back pain or diabetes. I'm going to cover diabetes in just a moment. Then we get to the really big area. So you have some problems. And in the medical world, you basically treat it with pills or surgery, or you just have to wait until it becomes a serious problem that they can actually do something about medically. Whereas in the functional world, it's all about health protocols. It's looking at all aspects of your life. And so yes, there can be supplementation to actually make sure you're getting everything you need nutritionally on top of a really healthy diet, on top of exercise. It's addressing and looking at lifestyle because at the end of the day, it's lifestyle that creates most of the problems that you end up seeing a medical doctor for. For instance, diabetes. Let's look at diabetes and let's go back to the causes actually and symptoms. Diabetes type 2, I'm not talking about diabetes type 1, which is where you're insulin dependent from the fact that your pancreas is shut down from a very early age and you have no insulin. But type 2 diabetes, which is basically high blood sugar and it's not getting into the cells. And so in the medical world, you treat the symptom of the blood sugar with some pills to lower the blood sugar. But what's the cause of the high blood sugar in the first place? Well, how does any sugar get into your body? It comes in through the mouth. Now, a pill doesn't fit inside your mouth and stop you putting sugar in. Only you can do that. But once you actually stop putting the sugar in, then your blood sugar will go down. I mean, there are some other things that can be a bit more complicated than that. But at the end of the day, type 2 diabetes is not solved by pills. They're already realizing this now. It's all about changing your lifestyle. Same with heart disease. A lot of heart disease, build up of plaque in the arteries, cholesterol, stress. All of these things are lifestyle problems. And when you change this, we now know with the right protocols, you can actually start getting changes inside the body. And you actually have the causes looked at and you change. Now, the way I like to really think about all of this is imagine disease as a waterfall. Okay, now the NHS at the moment is basically catching people that are coming off the waterfall, and it's maybe holding them in a net. Okay, and that's what it's doing. I mean, that's what medicine is really amazingly good at. Medicine is like the last safety net in the waterfall at the end of your life when everything's plummeting down, and it can hold you there. Sometimes it can actually get you to the top of the waterfall, and it can maybe give you a life raft to sort of float back on the river again, but you're still stuck in the river heading towards the waterfall. Whereas what functional medicine looks at, it actually looks at, well, why are people getting in the river in the first place? Why don't we actually prevent people getting into the river that leads to this ill health and the waterfall in the first place? And yet, okay, once they're in the waterfall, you need some extreme interventions. But everything before that, a net, okay, maybe putting some netting on the riverbank would help, but people need to get to the river to clean. They need to get into the river to maybe do some exercise and have some fun. And medicine tries to treat everything as a problem that must be completely prevented, whereas functional health looks at the fact that we can interplay between many things, and as long as we're providing our body with everything it needs and we're removing everything from it that it doesn't need, we're going to be healthy. And beyond health, we have wellness, and wellness is all about actually the lifestyle that you need to live in order to really be truly healthy. Thank you very much for watching. And if you would like to start embarking on some, well, functional health protocols and applying them to your life and starting to see how it's going, then you can join the Health Lab on Facebook. I'll make sure that there is a link in the comments below or in the description below. Also, I would like to send you a PDF listing 7 of the top functional health strategies as well. So I'll put a link to it somewhere around here, and you can just click on it and you can actually just go and get that. Okay, thank you very much. Be amazingly well, be magnificently healthy.